women over the past few days have come forward accusing Donald Trump of everything from harassment to sexual assault. But at least two of the accusers are being challenged. Anthony Gilberthorpe is challenging the story being told by Jessica Leeds. Leeds says Trump molested her on a plane several decades ago. Anthony says he was on that plane, and he's here with me now. All right, good evening, Anthony. You are a Brit. You're from the UK, yes. And I understand you just arrived this afternoon. Is that correct?
I've flown over for this purpose.
Okay. Now, how did you hear about this claim by Jackie Leeds from decades ago?
It first came to my attention on Thursday morning, and within the hour, I had contacted Trump's lawyers to tell them exactly what I did know about this woman.
Okay, how did you know that this woman who was accusing Donald Trump was the same woman on a plane that you were on?
I instantly recognized her.
How did you know?
Recognized her as the woman I shared a flight with for 3 hours and conducted numerous conversations.
But what was it about her? Did she look the same? Or what brought your attention to her?
It was a photograph of the time, and I recognized her, and it is without doubt that woman.
Okay. Do you have any connection to the Trump campaign or organization?
None whatsoever. I would be here tonight to defend whether it be Trump or Obama or Clinton.
Tell me about you. What is the worst thing that you have done? Because we're going to find out about it one way or the other.
The internet's full of it. They're in overdrive. And frankly, let this be testimony to the weaponry that I have. I will prove that I was on that flight with that woman and that I was witness not to any sexual misdemeanor on the part of Trump. That man did not sexually assault that woman. Why should I
believe you? Why should anyone believe you? Are you credible?
I'll tell you why, Judge, and here's the reason. I know the timeline, and let me just briefly tell you of that timeline. The story came out. Within hours, I had contacted the Trump Organization, and I had given them factual evidence of the
Tell me the evidence.
The configuration of those seats, where Trump was, where she was, where I was. That was just after she made no mention whatsoever of a witness. It was she, not I, that several hours later...
She talks about a man, and that man was you.
She did not in the first statement.
Or the second statement, she talks about a man.
And this is so important, really, Judge. It was between that first and second statement that I gave my evidence to Trump. In the second statement, without knowing, in fact, that I had given those facts relating to the configuration and the position of Trump and her and I...
What did you see happen then?
Great conversation. She was hugging the limelight. She was after him.
How do you know?
He did not touch her.
How do you know that?
Please, I was there throughout the flight. There was nowhere else to go.
Was it a day flight or a night flight?
It was a day flight.
Was he drinking?
No.
Was she drinking?
None of us were drinking.
How do you know that?
Don't let that be the excuse that the
How do you know that?
Give. No, because I was there. I was there, and you know the interest in
What was she wearing?
A white trouser suit. And you know the interesting thing? It was the stewardess that was in attendance at all time because it was a first-class cabin, and yet that was the flight attendant that mysteriously disappeared for 15 minutes whilst this sexual encounter that she said happened. It's not real.
Did she talk to you about Donald Trump?
Yes, she exclaimed with excitement when he went to the toilet, how she thought how exciting it was that she had met him. And she literally went like that. She said, I can't believe my luck that I've met one of the richest men in the world.
All right. Anthony, there's going to be a lot of testing of what you said, but thank you for being on Justice Tonight. And another woman who has accused Trump of sexual misconduct is a former apprentice, Summer Zervos, who says Trump kissed and groped her in a hotel room. With me now is Summer's cousin, John Barry. All right, John, you say that your cousin is a liar, and why do you say that?
Well, Judge Pirro, I worked at Sonny's restaurant in Huntington Beach with her for about 6 months, and actually, I've never voted, and she absolutely turned me into a Trump lover. I really didn't care for Trump in the past, but I started watching videos.
So after she is on The Apprentice, she talked you into being a Trump supporter?
Basically, at the restaurant, she started telling me about all the good things he does. When the cameras aren't there, he'll go to children's hospitals to visit burn victims. And so anyways, I just, when I saw her on TV crying I felt like she did a 360-degree turn.
I've got 20 seconds. There is a letter here, an email to Trump's people. She has a restaurant inviting Donald Trump on April 14th to come to her restaurant when he came to California. She has a restaurant, and it's suggested that he didn't come, and therefore she's angry with him. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. That is 100% correct. She was not happy, and I felt like, you know, she's been known to sue people. She sued a restaurant in Newport Beach for sexual harassment.
Interesting.
And I just felt like, I hope she doesn't do anything. And I was in my office and I saw her on the TV and I just,
all right.
I almost fell off my chair.
Out of time. Thank you so much.